All right, just wanted to give you guys an impression of my friend's Mavrick Phantom XB. This particular one is a brushed version, so I don't own this, but I recommended it to a friend for some front yard bashing, racing. We sometimes make up a little racetrack at the front, and yeah, being a durable all-wheel drive basic buggy with a low center of gravity. Yeah, thought it would be suited to that. So yeah, just wanted to give my impressions on it. So I'll just take the cover off here and show you what's going on. So this particular model is actually rebranded Himoto Tanto. So with Himoto, they make a few different types of well, I should say that they rebrand a few different types of makes. So if you buy Himoto, you could be getting a HBX, you could be getting a HSP vehicle. Although they do make a very few selected vehicles themselves. One of them is the Prowler range in the 12th scale. Another one is in the 18th scale. But yeah, in the 10th scale, there's quite a few different variants that Himoto, or ranges I should say, Himoto make. But this particular platform is one of their own, and they're a brand located in Hong Kong, not mainland China. So yeah, anyway, I'll just have a look, and obviously they've got some kind of business deal with HPI. So they've used them to supply all their Maverick 1/10 Phantom range. So anyway, yeah, some of the things about this which I really like, the motor and ESC combo in this for a brush system are actually really good. So I don't know if I can. So this particular ESC, it is the sun is just terrible, isn't it? I mean, I like the sun, but the camera work. I think this is a 40 amp ESC, but what is good about this one is it's got a jumper plug, so you can switch the driving mode. So you can have you can remove the brake, so you remove the reverse. But one of the more notable ones is the lipo mode. So this comes with a nickel metal hydrate battery as standard. Though it can run 2 and 3S lipos in this safely and without overheating, may I add. But you will have to move that jumper pin over. It's also important that you move it over when you do switch back to a nickel metal hydrate battery, because what will happen is if you leave it in lipo mode and put a nickel metal hydrate battery in it, because the voltage sags a lot more, it will go into a false low voltage cutout mode, and you'll get a very short run time. It will give full power for maybe a minute, and then go into that 40% power mode and just and just linger there for ages. So yeah, when my friend's son drives this, he did that, and he's like, why is it so slow? And that's why. So yeah, it's probably, if you put it in lipo mode, so just best to only run it on a lipo. You can run a lipo in a nickel metal hydrate mode, but you just have to, be aware that the voltage will drop below that, that 3.1 volts, which could potentially be dangerous. So you probably just best to leave the jumper. So yeah, some of the things that I've done to this since I've had it, well, not since my friends owned it. It came stock with front dog bones. And what I've done is this sun, I can't. Yeah, I replaced the dog bones with universal joints. They're actually Himoto ones, but you can, in the option lists, as you see here, get the universal joints for this. So that, I would say, is a must, because they just kept on popping out every time you'd have even the smallest of impact, especially while turning. Also, with these, you just get a lot smoother turning and handling as well. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend. Another thing which I've done is I've removed the servo saver on this. So yeah, it just had a lot of play in it. You just couldn't steer straight. It would just track left and right because there's just so much play. So basically what I did is I just removed it, just got a steering servo arm and just put the steering arm straight onto that. And yeah, it's been fine. It hasn't damaged the servo. I guess this is not the most expensive servo anyway, so you can probably get servos these days for like $15 or something. So it's probably worth it to take that risk anyway, to give you better steering and not have that all that slop and play. Another thing, as you can see, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. This is a different wing on it. The standard wing is just made out of this. I don't think this is even real Lexan. This kind of really flimsy plastic. So yeah, if you kind of flip over, it usually will just crack very easily. So this one, luckily the holes matched up right, and I just had to cut bits in the wing to kind of make it fit with the shock mounts. And another thing I've done is I've changed the rear springs on the shock. So I haven't changed the oil in them. The springs were quite oversprung for this vehicle. So not only were they taller, but the spring rate was a lot higher. So it would just, as soon as you see, this is a lot smoother now. So this is perfect now. But before, it was, it's kind of like had a lot of, unsprung, kind of tension on it. So it would always kind of, when you go around corners quickly, it always want to flip over because of that, because there wasn't really, that much. I mean, there was, I don't know how to explain it, but it was, oversprung, and it would just flip over whenever you try to corner too hard. And it wasn't getting enough traction. So that definitely helped quite a lot. So that's another thing that I would probably do. The front seemed fine. So, but as you can see, the spacing is different. So the rear ones kind of looked more like those ones, but a lot longer as well. So, anyway, hopefully I can show you a running video. But yeah, with those kind of modifications, it does drive a whole lot better. Another thing is I removed the Tamiya connector on it and put a Dean's. I was kind of running like adapters and stuff like that to run other batteries, and you get ESC cutouts and stuff like that. And now this just seems to fix the problem, as well as it just has a lot more punch as well. So you'll see when I do a running video how well it goes. But anyway, and sorry about the glare. Just using an Android, just base model Galaxy phone. So sorry about the film quality, but it is what it is. And thanks. Okay, just wanted to do a running and speed run video of the Mavrick Phantom, running on a 3S battery. Just put a GPS on there, so it's just picked up at 5.9 kilometers an hour. So as I described in the other video, it's got some different springs to lower the spring rate, so the dampers can actually do something. Yeah, it was just way oversprung before. Got some universal joints as well, and yeah, I changed the connector on it as well, from that horrible Tamiya connector. So anyway, just going to do a speed run, as well as just yeah, show you how it handles going around some of these corners. So just got that. Just try to follow it best you can. Just wait for this car. Just do a speed run. Hi. So the camera stopped filming for some reason. I did get 51.8, and then I just did some, filming of its handling. Though, yeah, the camera stopped, so I didn't get to show you that. But I'm gonna try it again, and we'll see how it goes. So there we go. So I'll probably get a bit less speed this time because the battery would have been worn out a bit, but let's see what that got. Hopefully that got actually got a slightly higher top speed. Can you see that? Can you see that?
No.
Is it focused?
It's the light's really.
Oh, well, no, that's why you need to stay in the shade. Yeah. Can you see that? 50. Yeah, there we go. 52.9 kilometers. So that's on 3S. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I'll show you some handling now. Try to stay in the shade, I guess. Actually, I'm going to take the GPS off because I don't want it to fall off. Alright. Let's put it there. Hopefully that gives you an idea. hot the motor is. Mind you, I did actually run this for a few minutes while the camera wasn't rolling, so it's hot, but I can hold it. So that's pretty good for a 3S. That's pretty good. So there we go. And yeah. Anyway, hopefully that yeah. Alright, so you can stop it now. Thanks.